This is a short presentation on praise and/or encouragement. Why are we spending time on this concept? Why do we praise? Researchers have asked early childhood teachers why they feel they need to praise children. Most often cited is to help children feel good about themselves, help them with their positive self-concept. Another reason is to reinforce or encourage learning or motivation. As you can see, there are several reasons, and you may even have others. Does praise really help children feel good about themselves? In my last observation of a teacher candidate, I heard "good job" over 30 times in one morning. Does this mean anything anymore to children when they've heard these same words over and over? Or how about when you tell a child that they have painted a beautiful picture and they know that they just spent time at the easel experimenting with various colors? Children make their own judgments about their work. When we make a false judgment, they begin not to trust our words. "I love your shoes, Amanda." How does this make Sally feel? She has an old pair of sandals that she wears because her parents can't afford to buy her the fancy red shoes Amanda wears. How about "nice work"? What does this really mean? That the child worked hard? That the work looks presentable? What it often really means is that you really haven't looked at it and you just need to acknowledge that you've seen it. Rest assured, though, children are on to our verbal messages. How does praise motivate children? Researchers that observed teachers determined that the rate of praise for the average student would be less than once every 2 hours. And how do we possibly remember who we've praised? Some research has determined that only 25% of a class is routinely praised. These are often the better students. No surprise there. Praise is often judgmental. Listen to the words: "nice job," "good work," "great," "I love it." We are assuming that children want to please us. Yes, some do, but some don't. And the question is, should this be our objective anyway? When is praise simply a means of manipulation? Earning stickers or treats or time outside or points. Young children are very concrete. They begin to focus on the reward and not on the motivation. Okay, so what do I have to do to get my sticker or my ice cream or to go outside? The rewards become the ends, not the behavior. They are learning to be rewarded for good behavior or polite behavior. When do they learn self-motivation and self-regulation? Research has shown that we cannot reward good problem-solving abilities or creativity, and aren't these the skills that we really want our children to have? Encouragement is much more specific, and it focuses on effort. It is not a judgment. You will not say good or nice or bad or "I love it." You might say, "I noticed you used blue or red or yellow in your painting today." Sometimes just looking at the child and smiling is enough. If they have a need for praise, they will often ask, "Do you like it?" We can often redirect the question, "Do you like it?" 100% of the time, the child will respond, and you will learn so much more than if you had said, "Oh yes, I love your beautiful painting." This is a one-on-one interaction. Other children may hear it, but because it's not judgmental, their psyches are not involved. By thanking a child for putting the blocks away, you may encourage the child in the block corner tomorrow to also put the blocks away. Encouraging a child to continue a behavior is often given for using praise, but encouragement works far better. You recognize what the child has accomplished. This will motivate the child to do the behavior again or even try something more difficult next time. Judgment leaves room for good versus bad, passes versus failed. Encouragement takes that all away. "Justin, you used your walking feet." For the child where running in the classroom has been an issue, they become very proud that they have chosen the right behavior. No judgment was made, you simply stated a fact. Are you beginning to see the difference? Here are even more reasons that encouragement is effective. So the phrase, "I like the way you are sitting or walking," is not the most effective behavior management statement you can make. Encouragement prevents this comparison of children. Admit it. You have really good children in your classroom and you have those that challenge your every move. And often the comparison motivates these challenging students to be even more challenging. They don't want to be like Susie or Jared. They want you to like them for just who they are. Aren't these the same children that have some of these problems at home as well? What are rewards really? A bribe maybe? A way to control? If you do this, then you get this. Behavior management? Not always a bad thing, but philosophically, what do we really want for our children? To learn, to love, to learn, to be good people, to be polite. But how do we really influence someone to be these things? Children come to us ready, willing, and able to learn. Someone once said that schools beat the motivation to learn out of us. We hope to instill intrinsic motivation. But how can we do this? These are the things we often do, but research is beginning to show does nothing for a child's intrinsic motivation. Actually, this is true for adults as well. Do what the teachers want. Ugh, I hear this often from my granddaughter, and it makes me very angry. I want her to be able to express her own opinions. How else do we learn than to express ourselves and then listen to others express their opinions? Lastly, children know our game. I'm as guilty as the next early childhood person. I said good job a gazillion times a day until one child said to me, "Miss Mary, I finished my lunch, but you didn't say good job." Good job for finishing her lunch? I knew I was in trouble. We need to guide our children, not manipulate them. So, become encouragers.